So now that I have an initial version of the learning system for the agent, I need to test it on more complex tasks to see how it handles them. The plan for this video is to build a UI interaction agent. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just want to wrap it as the tool and hand it over to the main agent to use. My focus is on browsing automation because first, I need my agent to serve the web in the future, and second, it's a really complex task for the agent. I can learn a lot from this to make the agent learning system much better. The UI agent itself has a pretty simple logic. I use a Python to take a screenshot of the page, then I draw numbered bounding box around every interactable item like buttons and links. I feed the image into a vision model and ask it to output the number of the item it needs to interact with. This loop will repeat until the agent finishes the requested task. Right off the bat, I hit a snag for the learning system to work. I need to store every step the agent takes inside the graph. Later, it analyzes the graph, learns from it, and generated better prompts for the next run. This works fine for simple tasks, but when the agent uses a complex tool like a UI interactor, the execution paths get way too long and messy to use the old method. So my idea is this: I will create one graph for the main agent and a separate graph for each complex tool. This decouples them. The main agent focus on learning how to use the tool, and the tool agent focus on learning how to execute their specific task. But this creates another problem. To make the learning system effective at the end of the process, I ask the user if the agent did a good job. Based on the human feedback, the model scored that round to determine a success or fail. But now that the tools have their own graphs, I can ask the user for every single tool's execution. My workaround was to use a LLM to evaluate the tool's performance instead of a human. I need to improve this later, but it's fun for now. I will just ask for the user feedback at the end of the main task. After setting all this up, it was time to test. My expectations were low. I just need the tools to run and the learning pipeline to trigger. I didn't care even if it completed the task correctly at this point. But I ran into really weird bug for some reason at the very end of the tool's execution. The main agent interrupts the tool's agent and call it again from scratch. At the first, I thought it was because my slow internet connection causing the UI agent to take too long, leading to a timeout for the main agent. But I asked Gemini and it said it wasn't the case, so it had to be something else. I well been stuck on this for days. When the UI agent run independently, it's work, but the moment it get called as a tool, it's break. I didn't have internet access to read the line graph documentation, and the LLM I can use couldn't browse the web either. Still, my gut feeling was that it was a timeout issue, so I increased the timeout limit on the main agent, but it didn't work. I honestly couldn't understand what the problem was or why it's keeping failing right at the finish line. Finally, I made a drastic decision. I thought maybe because I'm running a graph inside other graph, the state are crashing or overriding each other. So I decided to rewrite the UI agent from scratch and completely detach the graph structure from it. Let's see if this change fixes it. Nope, it was close but still failing. I reviewed the code one more time, made a few more tweaks, and after days of pulling my hair out, the issue is resolved. I'm honestly not 100% sure how, but it seemed to be working.